Good morning. It is Real Estate Tips Tuesday, and this week's tip, we're going to talk about winterizing your patio. That's right, having an outdoor space that you can have all year long. Wouldn't that be nice? So here are a few tips that you can do now to winterize your patio, or if you're starting from scratch, this is a perfect way to start that. The first thing you need to consider when winterizing your patio is the elements. So in the summer, the sun can be very intensive in Colorado. So you want to make sure that your patio is stationed so that you have good shade, because in the wintertime, that same sun will be a welcomed warm source of warmth. So when you're designing stuff, you might want to think about putting up a pergola that has some shade, but it still has some space in between to let that sun come in during the wintertime. Or trees. They're great for shading your outdoor space in the summertime, but when they lose their leaves, they allow the sun to come in during the winter. Another element you want to think about is wind. Yes, it's been windy the last couple of days, so you understand that there can be intensive wind. So you do want to take that into consideration when you're creating your outdoor space. You want to make sure that you have some kind of a barrier, either with bushes or shrubs or, man-made walls to help protect your area from blowing in the wind, so to speak. Another tip is to think about is to minimize your maintenance. So a lot of places are thinking about making their lawns smaller. So if you don't want a large lawn to have to maintain because it is water intensive, then using other materials such as concrete or wood or rocks or something like that to help your landscape area. It's also easier to maintain in the wintertime because it's definitely a lot easier to clear snow off of a harder surface than it is to try to clear it off of a lawn if you're trying to sit out by the fireplace. Another tip is to incorporate a lot of light, because in the wintertime, of course, the sun sets a lot earlier, but you might not be ready to go inside. So make sure that you put in some great lighting, some moonlights or above lights if you have a patio, or you can do some little runner lights that have the solar panels on them so that they charge during the day, and then at night they give you a great soft glow at night. Along with string lights are always fun and make every space very festive in the evening. Another thing to consider putting in is perhaps a nice and cozy spot, like up in the ski resorts, right? Where they have those great places where they have huge fireplaces in the middle where you have a large seating area where you can kind of warm yourself by the fire. And hot tubs are also a great addition. In the summertime, they're just as fun as they are in the winter when the snow is falling on you in the tub. And one last tip is to always think about having some greenery. So there are some great plants out there that are beautiful in the winter and in the summer. So thinking about like evergreen shrubs and trees that are great year-round. If you enjoyed these tips, please press the like button and subscribe so that you can get these great tips every week into your email box. And if you'd like to talk about any of these topics or anything to do with real estate, please contact me through my social pages. And until next week, have a wonderful rest of the week.